everyone, my name's Miranda, and today I'm here to review episodes 3 and 4 of the new season of Supergirl on CW. And if you want to check out my reviews for episode 1 and 2, I will leave a link to that in the description box down below. And of course, spoilers are coming for this video. So if you haven't seen episode 3 and 4, don't want to be spoiled for what happens, thank you so much for stopping by, but we will have to part ways for now. Bye for now, non-spoilers! So these two episodes really put a pause on Project Candace, which, like I said, I'm okay with that because I think, like, they kind of had to have a reset after episode 2 when Kara and Clark kick their butts. They have to kind of re-scramble and reconfigure what they're going to be, but they're going to come back. Basically, these two episodes, what they did was they introduced, first of all, Maggie Sawyer, who is really, really cool. I want her character just fleshed out a little more, but I like having this character who's so pro-alien because I think with Project Candace, especially how their whole mission is to get rid of aliens, it's cool that we're seeing these new characters come in who are so, like, pro or against alien, and Maggie is definitely pro, and her relationship with Alex is so cute. I know so many people are shipping them, and it's just, like, I'm a little scared because, like, we know CW does not treat their LGBTQ characters that great. I'm looking at Sarah Lance, Lexi from The 100. I mean, the list could go on and on. So it's not the best, but I'm excited for where it could be. I always thought Alex was going to die in season 1, so the fact that she actually made it this far is congratulations to her. But for episode 3, we had Lynda Carter, who was Wonder Woman. She's playing the president, and she is signing this new Alien Amnesty Act, which was really interesting. I feel like I want a little more with her, and she's obviously coming back because the big reveal for her was that she is actually an alien. Now, there are two possibilities for this. First of all, she was always an alien, and that's just her true form, and kind of like, you know, with Hank, and she was somehow elected president, or she is not the real president and this is a bad alien who's shape-shifting into her. I think the latter would be a really, really more interesting, but I don't know. I don't know if they would, like, actually be willing to make Lynda Carter a bad guy, you know? I feel like it would be cool if they did, but would they actually go there is the question. So that was a really, really cool reveal. And then for episode 4, which was the episode I really liked better out of these two, even though they were both good, but episode 4 had this alien fight club going on, and I don't know what her name is because it's hard for me to pronounce, but it's basically Skye's mom from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. She was the bad guy, and she is so cool. She's such a good actress, and she's a beautiful woman. Like, she's just so pretty. So having her in that red dress and, like, the snake tattoo was just awesome. Her name's Roulette on the show, which is, like, such a good bad guy name, honestly. So I was really impressed, and I'm glad that we're probably going to see her back since she got released. But again, even without Candace on the scene, we still had this whole how do aliens have rights, because episode 3 was about signing them the rights to give them rights, basically, aliens. And then episode 4 was this woman who used these aliens as entertainment for humans and thought of them as below us and stuff like that. So I like that even though Candace isn't in it, this whole season seems to be revolving around this thing of where do aliens fit in human society. I think that's really cool. The biggest thing we got to was the introduction of Mon-El, and I really like Mon-El. I'm not even gonna lie, I'm shipping him with Kara, and I know people are like, he's just a frat white boy, why are you shipping him with Kara? But I think they're really cute, and I think it's interesting in that he could potentially be Superboy is what I'm hearing people think is going to be his character. So I think that'll be really cool if he turns out to be Superboy and then be in a relationship with Kara. I think that would be cute. I know people are still shipping her with James, and there's probably going to be so many people that are like, why don't you ship her with James? I just think she has better chemistry with Mon-El. He's not the coolest guy. Like, I like him, but he does have his douchey moments, so I want them to get rid of those because, like, I do not like this douchey version of him, but when he's sweet and, like, helping her fight and telling her things and talking about his homeland, I think they have a good connection. So I don't know if that connection will go anything romantic, but if it does, I wouldn't mind that much, I feel like. So overall, these episodes were really, really cool. The Fight Club, I think, for me was my favorite just because it was so awesome and, like, so horrifying how you realize, like, this woman is using aliens to pit them against each other and make them fight for our entertainment, the humans, and there are so many people that are willing to watch that. I think shows how far, even though we got this, like, Alien Right Act signed in episode 3, how far we still have to go before people can accept aliens as one of us. And we also have Lena, who wasn't featured a lot in these, but we just got cute moments of her with Kara, who, even though she didn't really say, like, what her stance is on aliens, and we know her brother is so against them, but she's making a device that's going to be able to tell you if someone's an alien or not. So obviously, like, she, even though she says she's not like Lex, she's making this thing that can make it very easy to identify aliens and potentially put them out when they don't want to be. Maybe they just want to be hidden. They don't want to be out for everyone to see. So I think it's very interesting, and I think, again, I said this in my first review, it's such a relevant theme in the fact that, like, people are maybe being outed when they don't want to be, people are being prejudiced against, people are thinking that aliens are great, or they're thinking that they need to be protected from aliens because you can't trust them. And I think it's such a relevant topic right now that it's really interesting because it's very thought-provoking, even though it's a superhero show. So I'm really intrigued to see where the rest of the season is going to go with Mon-El and Kara, Maggie and Alex. And the thing I have to say, though, too, is James has not been in these episodes a lot. And, like, I don't really mind that. And, like, that's a horrible thing to say, but, like, I feel like his character was one they just never really worked on well enough. Like, I feel like he was just basically made to be Clark's best friend and Kara's love interest. Like, at least, like, Laurel and Iris, even though I don't love them, like, they had more things to do than be love interests. Like, Laurel was a DEA and had all her stuff with Tommy, and Iris was a reporter and, like, had her stuff. So I feel like it's just, like, James has just been, like, too codependent on Kara, so, like, I just don't really care about his relationship or his scenes anymore. And, like I said, I didn't even miss him. Like, I didn't realize till it was, like, 5 minutes, and I was like, James is not in this episode. And then I was like, I don't really mind. And I think that's interesting because the next episode is going to be, like, completely James featured. So we'll see how that goes. But if you checked out episode 3 or 4, please feel free to leave your comments and thoughts about it down below. And also make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to my channel down below to be able to make all sorts of new videos. And I will see you guys next time for episode 5. Bye!